Right, let's get pickled. I have a champagne glass in hand and we mean business, but it's going to be kombucha business because we love booch around here. But why do we have a bouquet of fennel flowers in front of us? Because this is one of the best things about having your own garden, in my mind, is that yes, you get all of the veggies and you get all of the fruit, but then there's all of the seeds and all of the flowers that you just don't get that in a supermarket because that's not really a viable product, I guess. But it's so divine to have access to the entire seasonal aspect of one single plant. And fennel continues to go on and on and on. Well, my fennel does anyway because I haven't ripped it out. So the fennel flowers are something that lately I've been pickling and they're delicious. So you can either use them in a savoury application or you can use them, like I'm going to, in a little kombucha-based mocktail, but we'll get to that. Let's pickle the flowers first. Now, this fennel has gone past the point of all of the open flowers. I've got a bit of a mix so I can show you with the pollen on it. Ooh, how good is fennel pollen? See, another good thing if you've got your own garden going on. But then you can also pickle the seeds as well, so as long as they're green. They need to be green. So these are beautifully green. Have you ever had these, you know when you go and have amazing Italian, that would be Indian meals. And it's like a full-on stick of licorice in your mouth in just this little flavour bomb. But you have those as a digestive after you've eaten in a lot of Indian restaurants. They're normally coated in a load of sugar, but that's all right. The premise is there. But they are unbelievable for, you know, just easing your digestive system. I'm going to do a bit of a mix, I think, of flowers and seeds. Now, I'm just going to roughly cut off some of the super rugged stuff because the pickling process is not the end game. Once they're pickled, then you can grab them out and decide if you want to use it with a stem or you want to take the stem off. Up to you. God, they smell so good. I might put some flowers in there as well. So when I did this jar that I've prepared earlier, it was all with flowers and it's worked really beautifully to have, I love having them on salads and not just in drinks. Do yourself a pickling brine, and I have something like 200 mils of apple cider vinegar and 80 grams of sugar. And then make sure that that's all dissolved. So the easiest way to do that is just to boil it up together and pop a handful. That's a very strict measurement, isn't it? A handful of flowers and seeds. If you are going to do this, I probably wouldn't recommend just going and getting a packet of fennel seeds from the supermarket and expecting the same result. I think the most beautiful thing about pickling anything is that you're able to leave that beautiful aspect intact rather than, well, and then you can decide, do you want to leave it like that when you garnish something or not? So I'll pour my vinegar in. It's a good and big smell, isn't it, vinegar? Good and big. And the sugar. And then all I'm going to do is heat that up. So that can go and get itself boiling. If you want to, of course, and you do have an amazing lot of fennel seeds, let them go all the way. They'll dry on the bush and then you can just, well, I was going to say package them up. You don't really need to package them, do you, when you've got them at home? But you can keep them in an airtight container and there's your fennel seeds for the rest of the season. You know how much I love kombucha, right? Talk about a whole homegrown scenario. My friend Ben, when we had an event, plant-based farmers market that I used to run intermittently, he made his own bitters. Can you imagine making your own bitters? I mean, you know, he's a freak in the best kind of way. From bay flour bitters. Of course I'm going to use that. Of course I'm going to use that. And then this is our green apples kombucha. And here are our flowers. Look at this. So they are going to carry that beautiful flavour of licorice But also, because of the brining liquid, you've got that sharpness, that real tang from the apple cider vinegar and the sweetness from the sugar. Do we need more than one in there? The answer is always yes. Okay, so let's put one more in this guy. Okay, and some booch. I love serving our green apples kombucha in a champagne flute because, seriously, look at that. And this is awesome with food. I haven't found any food that this particular kombucha doesn't work with either. And for the little extra, I hope you were counting because I wasn't, but it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 10 drops, whatever bitters you decide to use. That is an amazing thing, that you can actually smell the fennel flowers through the kombucha, through the bitters. But you can. Cheers. Have you made kombucha yet? Are you making kombucha? Let me know how you're going with it. And then get yourself some pickled fennel flowers and we'll talk about that. And subscribe.